your team started the game as the better side and managed to just shoot themselves in the foot with 2 absolutely pointless penalties. How can you manage that when that sort of thing happens?
Yeah, my hands sort of like feeling the effects after thumping a door with it in a bit of anger. Yeah, I think you're right. We did start really positively, and it was a real promising start, and then a couple of real ludicrous mistakes, and against a top team with brilliant players, it's going to be a really difficult day for us then. And then at 2-0 down, it felt, and the energy and everything, and looking at the lads on the pitch, it looked a little bit like when we first came in. That's what it felt like for a period of time. It looked a bit then disjointed for a period. They've got their tails up. They got Menzo, Cole Palmer, and God knows how many other people in pockets of space, and they're finding them. And obviously they get the third. Then it was about stopping the bleeding. To stop the bleeding. I thought the players reacted very, very well then, once we were able to get them in at half time and organise things. And the challenge was then, so we know it's going to be really difficult to win the game of football, to get something from it, but it was about trying to win the half, sticking to the things that we wanted them to do on the tactics board, but also then showing some of this and some passion, and make sure we fight. And we did that. It wasn't a team that went under in the end, because if it had, it would have been embarrassing today.
Change system today, Rob. Can you just talk us through the rationale behind that change?
Yeah, go on. Ask me.
You changed
the shape.
The shape.
Yeah, we wanted to be. Obviously, lately we've created some chances, but we haven't scored as much as we'd like. We wanted to be really positive. We wanted to be brave and press higher, and then we wanted to try and then have more of an attacking threat on the pitch. It's sort of, removing a defender and then putting a more attacking player on in its simplest form. That was the thinking. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but that was the idea. And as I say, we started pretty well, and you're thinking, okay, well, this can work. But after a couple of, gifting away 2 penalties, then it became really challenging. And I don't think then it was a tactical thing. I think it was then a mental thing for a period of time. I think 1 or 2 just not froze, but then just felt the heat and felt the pressure, and then it looked a little bit messy for a period of time. I don't think it did at the beginning, but yeah, because we caused ourselves some problems, they because they're very good, they took advantage of it.
Just change back before half time. Obviously, Hwang's injury was part of that. But was that just to put them back into something more?
Yeah. Look, stop the bleeding. Yeah, that time then it was okay. Look, we don't want any more, so we need to be more solid on the last line. Go back to something that we know, and obviously then we can get them in 5 minutes later or whatever to reorganise things a little bit more detail.
What the 2 lads who gave the penalties away said about those?
Look, I don't want to, so I've sort of talked about individual errors, and I don't want to like isolate people. It's not how I work and how I am. So we're human beings and we make mistakes. So we've just been punished for a couple today.
Rob, when Zhao came up, he seemed a little bit happy. I don't expect him to be happy coming off the pitch, but what was the sort of conversation there?
No, he was fine. He was just frustrated. He's emotional. The state of the game now. He's just he wants to win, and he wants to he wants the team to perform and play well. He was tired right towards the end. He'd gone down, and then he's getting up, and the right thing then was for him to come off. But no, there was no complaints from him. He was just emotional.
Can you get your thoughts on the 2 new signings? And I think it goes down as an assist for Adam as well.
Yeah, I thought they were real positives today. I thought they played really well, made a very good first impression in front of the home supporters, which was good, and obviously in tough conditions as well. Actual weather conditions and in the way the game went as well, so they stood up to things and showed a lot of character, the things that we'd asked of them, which we know they've got, but also both of them played very well.
Your thoughts on Tolliver as well, getting his second Premier League goal of the season? I know for him as an individual he'll want more than that, but where do you see him sort of progressing?
Yeah, the whole thing, you use that word, that's what we're trying to do. That we're trying to change things, and we're trying to progress in the hardest league in the world, so the window's been quite busy with outs. There's a couple of fresh lads that have come in that I thought were excellent, and then Tolu's got another goal today. He's another one that's he's like all of us. We're trying to progress and move forward and get better. So it's great for him. Really, really good. He did some really good things today, and worked hard for the team. So yeah, that was great for him.
Just on a couple of the injured players. Angel Gomez, was that cramp? Was it really?
Yeah, he's cramping up. Yeah.
And then with Hichan as well.
I'll know a bit more tomorrow. When we're in tomorrow, I'll see. I'm not too sure on the details of that at the moment. Sorry.
And just finally, Andre, that's something fairly small.
Yeah, so we gave him until this morning, but at 10 o'clock he just felt that he wasn't able to. He was still feeling pain in his calf. So we're hopeful for Wednesday. We'll see how he recovers for that. So, but even yesterday when I was speaking to you guys, I was still really hopeful with him, to be honest. Thank you.
Hi Rob, I was just wondering what you made of Liam Rossinia's start as the manager of Chelsea.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? He's done well. He's done really well. Yeah, he's good, and he's got some brilliant players as well, and they look like they're enjoying it and playing really well for him.
And what did you make of Cole Palmer's performance today?
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that lad very much, to be honest. He scored a couple against me before in a previous life at Luton, so he's special. He's a special footballer. Sorry, Adam.
Can I just more about Angel Gomez?
Yeah.
The fact that you had him forward, do you think it gives you something different?
Yeah, that was the reason for him coming in. I think he can link obviously as a 6 and give us something in the build-up, but I think once he gets turned and facing up as well, hopefully then he's got that, I think a bit more of a killer pass, maybe something that we've not quite had. So I think you're right. You see a little bit of that today, didn't you? He's got that nice sort of spinny one where he can see people and he sees those runs, especially against Chelsea today, because we'd worked on it, obviously with them being aggressive, but they were a bit different with how they pressed as well today. And I think early on we maybe caused them 1 or 2 problems because we were a little bit different to maybe what they'd have planned for as well. But yeah, he's got those forward passes in the locker, and I think hopefully we'll see a lot more of it now. The fitter and the more integrated he gets into the team.
And just finally on the formation, are you leaving this more reluctant to go with the 4 then? Are you kind of feeling that you might, even if you want to do it long term, you might have to?
Maybe now. Yeah, maybe now. I mean, look, we've discussed it a lot as a group, as a staff this week. We've worked on it, and it looked good in training. As I say, at the start of the game, you think, okay, I quite like this, and then we shot ourselves in the foot. And I just, again, I'm not sure. Sorry, what I said there. I'm not sure then it was tactical. Once we'd gone 2-0 down, I think it affected us up here. And sometimes then when it just, people get a bit nervy, or for whatever reason they just don't run quite as hard, which then shifted again once we got to half time. We were able to fix that. We've obviously been able to go to it in game, and it's not really opened us up going to a 4. If we wanted to try and attack it or make some changes, it's looked quite good, and we've looked good in it. I want to get to that, but yeah. And again, against that sort of team, you're always running a little bit of a risk. Thank you. Cheers, guys.